Hi, Twin Flames, and welcome back to Tarot for You 444. I'm so delighted to have you with me. Today, we're going to get a special message from Divine Masculine. So, if you're on the Twin Flame journey and this story resonates with you, I welcome you. If it doesn't resonate for you, then maybe it's just not happening yet. And anyway, I am a channeler, and also I read tarot intuitively. So if you haven't been here before, I welcome you to my channel. I'm so delighted. We've got messages already coming through from Divine Masculine. So he's going to tell us a little story so that the Divine Feminine knows what's going on, because in the Twin Flame journey, usually the Divine Feminine is, the one who wants to know what's going on with the masculine, because I don't know, I think the feminine energy is the receiving energy. Okay, so there's the duality of, the give and take of the feminine masculine. And that's not to say that, they don't give and take to one another. They definitely do. However, the feminine energy is, made to receive. Okay, so when the feminine can receive messages about the masculine, I think it really helps her along her journey. And that's not to say that the masculine doesn't want to know what's going on with the feminine, but usually Divine Masculine knows way more, way more than they say. Okay, so just because it may look like the Divine Masculine's not doing anything or isn't in his action space, let's say, behind the scenes he is doing loads. Okay, so Divine Masculine is far more awake than you might know. Okay, so I also think for some twin flame relationships, and take this how it resonates for you, I've also noticed that sometimes Divine Masculine can act, not act, but I'm trying to find the right word, and it's not act, but I haven't got another word, but he kind of may act a little bit dumb. So he, the Divine Feminine might come in and say, like Divine Masculine might say, I've had, loads of trouble with my laundry, doing the laundry, And so Divine Feminine will come in and go, well, just use, fabric softener and do this, and, don't mix the whites and the colours, or, she'll give her advice on whatever the matter is. And Divine Masculine might go, oh, really? Is that how you do it? And and he already knows, you know what I mean? But he's being polite. So he's kind of being polite and letting Divine Feminine feel as though she's giving to him. So, it's kind of, it's not sneaky, but it's kind of, it's a nurturing thing that he can do because he respects her and he actually wants to listen to her talk. So, if your Divine Masculine asks you, what do you think I should do about this? A lot of Divine Feminines will be in that energy of going blah, 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 as Divine Feminines like to do. We like to talk usually. Not all Divine Feminines, but many. And so he'll be like, oh, really? Just because he likes to hear her voice even. Okay? So just be aware, Divine Feminine. Your masculine is far more intelligent than what you give him credit for. And, the ones that are really awake and not in their distorted masculine energy, we've got distorted, versus Divine Masculine energy, you'll find that, they are actually leading far more than you realize on the Twin Flame journey, okay? They know what Divine Feminine needs more than she knows what she needs, if that makes sense. Okay. So we know, the people watching my channel, the secret now, okay? So Harry's here to say, shh, don't tell Divine Masculine. Secret's out, we know what you're doing. Okay, that will not resonate for all of you. Some divine masculines are still in their distorted energy, which means they have to let go of their ego. They need to ascend more. And remember, with ascension, this is the frequency that you're vibrating at. So, you can be vibrating high, and then you can come back down again. Okay, so we don't just get to a certain frequency and stay there like, la, hallelujah. we're angelic, you know what I mean? We can go up and down in our frequency. Okay, so it's about trying to maintain frequency. Okay, so a distorted feminine, distorted masculine will be in their ego and not in their heart space. Okay, distorted masculine or feminine, may use drugs or alcohol or judgment of others, or anger, or all of those lower emotions too. And that's not to say that we're not human and that we don't come into those lower emotions. But when you ascend higher and get into a better frequency, you understand that those lower emotions like anger and jealousy and hatred and racism and cultural differences, where people are I'm trying to find the right word. I don't know if you'd call it racism, but you know what I mean, when people say, that person's from that country and so they're all like this, how I guess it is racism in a kind of way. So when you come into your highest frequency, you won't be judging people on, what they wear or what religion they are or what culture they're from or what country they're from. You'll be in a higher ascension state. And so the judgment, you'll bless it rather than be judgmental of it. And that's how you know that your frequency is high and that you're on the right path. Okay, because we are all meant to be here on this earth right now. Even lower frequency people are in their own stage of learning, are in their own stage of, it might take many lifetimes for someone to become enlightened if you believe in having many lifetimes. Some people don't, and that's fine. Okay, so, I'll have a sip of water and then we'll get into divine masculine. Divine masculine, you sneaky, cheeky, sneaky, who knows what's going on with divine feminine. Okay, so he's going to give us a little story now. So he's trying to let go of burdens, okay? He's had this burden in the past with work, with relationships, with people, places and situations that no longer serve him. And I've been talking about this for a while. He was wounded. He felt like he was sort of standing on his own in a world that didn't care, necessarily for, what he had to say, what he had to do. Everyone was kind of out for themselves, being quite selfish. But then he had this enlightening moment. Okay, he had this enlightening moment that if he's going to communicate with people, right, online or, in real life, he's going to do it in a clarity kind of way. Okay, so he's going to clarify himself. And what I mean by that, or what divine masculine means by that, is that he's going to be clear now with people. If people are taking away this loving feeling from him, his own joy that comes from within himself, within his heart space, he's going to not commit to those people. As in, he's going to say, look, you're not for me. Okay, this is a great energy because divine masculine is learning to stand in his power. And the next card is great because it shows us now that that's exactly what he's doing, is standing in his own power, is strong in his solar plexus energy. This is a fantastic card. This is someone who literally walks outside, looks at the sunshine and says, it's a beautiful day. No one's going to stuff around with my energy. No one's, I don't care what everyone else is doing. I'm happy. I'm free. The birds are singing. The sun is shining. I'm going to go to work. Or you know, do my spiritual practice. Okay. This is choosing to be happy regardless of what you see around you. And in fact, this is having, his energy is having an effect on the divine feminine, who's been going through it a little bit. Okay, so his energy, his keeping his vibration up, you know, moving and doing it steadily, you know, he's doing it steadily at his own pace every day, right? Trying to avoid drama, trying to avoid this sadness that people, you know, people make him feel sad sometimes. Their actions can be disgusting or rude or non-loving. So he comes out of this energy and says, you know what? I've got everything I need within inside of myself. I'm going to keep myself, I'm going to tame myself. And he's been doing this for a while now. Right? If we turn this card upright so you can see it a little better, you know, this is using divinity, right? Or whoever you believe in, even your higher self, to tame yourself, to tame the ego. It's a beautiful energy. He's like really strong in his solar plexus right now. The sacral is, you know, there's no guilt, there's no shame here either. It's very balanced. Okay, and you can see in the background the blue of these hills. This is when he needs to speak his truth. If someone comes to him and says something that they're not supposed to, he just puts his hand up and says, look, I'm not going to talk with you right now. I'm not going to deal with you if you're going to be like that. And again, we, you know, I've used 3 different decks here and we get the strength card again. It's coming up upside down, which shows me that he's been in this strength energy for some time, and sometimes he struggles with it. But he's trying. He's saying, you know what? No one is going to stuff around with my vibration anymore. This is my vibration. And the reason I want to keep it high is because I want to love, I want a life, I want to love like this. A love like no other. A love of self. Remember, the twin flame journey is a journey to the self. Okay? When you take care of yourself, you take care of your twin flame. You are the same soul. Okay, so he's understanding now that when he takes care of himself, when he keeps his own vibration high, and when he says no to the people, places and things that no longer serve him, you know, he feels like he's winning. You know, he feels like he's protected, angelically protected. You know, he feels like the universe has got his back, and the universe does have his back, because when he stays in this high vibration, the universe comes in and says, oh, you're high vibrational. Let me send you the people, places, and situations and abundance that you need. You know, the reason he got to meet his twin flame in the first place was because he had his vibration at the same level as divine feminine. And here she is as the Queen of Cups. Loving, nurturing, beautiful. Speaking her truth. You know, we have the blue here for the throat chakra again. You know, she is holy. Look at the beautiful gown that she wears. She is his queen. She holds knowledge as well. See the knowledge that she holds? I believe that's called a tabernacle, but you know, if someone knows a different word than that, let me know. See the angels above here? Protecting her, watching over her. Okay? Even if the divine masculine isn't coming in, she has support from the higher realms. And divine masculine knows this. Okay? You know, the pentagram, you know, has been used in, you know, dark magic for many thousands of years. But originally, if you go back in time and look at it, it's actually a protection symbol. It's actually a symbol of light, a symbol of protection. Sacred geometry. You can look that up. Okay, so this is, the twins, the two twins, and the divine coming together. The mission is that they come together into union so that they can heal the world with whatever they're going to do, whatever their mission's going to be. And this is a beautiful card because you see there's other people in this card. When they stay high vibrational, people, places and things, good people, places and things will come in to serve them, to help them. All of a sudden that check's in the mail. All of a sudden, that person's calling about that job that you want. All of a sudden, you hear good news. All of a sudden, great things start coming. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles again here from another deck. We've got it twice now. Okay, this is the universe supporting the twins. Okay, the universe is supporting the twins. And in fact, this beautiful purple color is, the third eye. This is, using your intuition, perhaps meditating, perhaps going within. We have the Hermit here in reverse for the divine masculine. He's been contemplating, he's been meditating, he's been thinking and shedding light on so many things that you have no idea about. He is profound. He has sacred knowledge, divine feminine, that he may never have even told you about. What's within him when he ascends to a higher vibration is this ability to get messages from the beyond, from whoever he believes in, from source energy. Okay, he'll have an inspiration or an idea of how to move forward. And then this is, being confirmed by the bottom of the deck here, the Ace of Wands in reverse, saying that this action that he takes is supported by the universe. The blue here for the throat chakra is also really relevant. It says if he stays in his high vibration, there can be a new enterprise. There can be a beautiful relationship between two people that care for one another. There can be new beginnings. Okay, so not only does staying in your highest vibration in joy and love and all of those wonderful emotions bring you clarity, it also enables you to relax enough to get messages from the higher realms. Okay, and so these messages that are coming in are really beautiful because this is the guidance that the twins are searching for. So we don't just stay high vibrational and say rainbows and unicorns and butterflies and balloons and everything's going to be perfect, just to be one of those do-goody people. We do it so that we can get messages from source energy, so that we can take a leap of faith, a literal leap of faith, okay, where the angels can help us, or whoever you believe in, right? And start doing some alchemy. This is true alchemy. Believing in a non-fear-based world, believing in yourself enough to know that all you need to maintain is your own vibration of joy, of love, of truth, of self. Okay, as long as you're not harming anyone, love yourself like you are your own lover, Take that, I've said it so many times before, go on that walk, take that extra long bath, meditate for longer, pray for longer if that's what you do. Okay, take the time to work on yourself, and when you do that, you automatically attract your twin flame. I've spoken to many twin flames, who've said, Nat, find me my twin flame. I want my twin flame. Give them to me now. As if I'm a miracle worker, which is funny. Anyway, and I say to them, what part of you aren't you loving in yourself? And they go, what do you mean? How is this relevant? And of course, divine masculine is here saying that he's starting to realize now that the secret is love. Not just love of self, love of everything around you. Even if you aren't with the people, the places, or the things that you want to be around right now, that doesn't matter. Love the one you're with. There's a song, it's got those words in it. If you can't be with the one you want, love the one you're with. Okay? So even if you're not with your twin flame and you're stuck with family at the moment that you're not necessarily wanting to be with, or, I don't know, you live with your cousin who's annoying or something, it doesn't matter. You can still love those people. You can still give love to who you're with. You can still, even if, the next message is, even if you're in a job that you don't like, you can still treat the people and places and situations within that job with love. Okay? What you give out comes back. Okay? So if you are loving, love will come to you. If you are joyful, joy will come to you. If you are kind, kindness will come to you. It has to. It's the law of attraction. It's the law of the universe. And divine masculine is saying, yes, this is the truth. This is the truth. Right? He's standing. He's so beautiful at the moment. Divine masculine, look at him. He's standing in his truth. His root chakra is balanced. His solar plexus is balanced. He's looking from the universe, or God, or his spirituality, or his higher self, whoever he believes in, whatever fits for him. And he's standing in his power. He knows that he just has to stand there. He just has to stand there, and all of those things that he wants will come into him like a magnet. Okay? Now, it's also true that if you stand in your distorted energy as a divine masculine or divine feminine, that you will literally attract all of the crap, for want of a better word, right? So if you're in your jealous energy, if you're in your angry energy, if you're in your distraught energy, if you're in your sad energy, what are you going to attract? You will attract what you're vibrating at. So it's very dangerous to stay in these lower vibrations. Everyone's like, oh, ascension. Ascension isn't important. It is really important. It's the most important thing you'll ever do in your life. Is self-mastery, is staying in your highest vibration. Because if you don't stay in your highest vibration, you will attract people, places, and things of lower vibration. What you seek is seeking you. The universe doesn't care if you're happy or sad. The universe doesn't have a feeling either way. You can be happy, sad, angry, jealous, mad, glad, all of these emotions. Selfish is a really good one, right? And the universe will go, oh, hey, Harry, I noticed that you're being selfish lately. Let me just send you some selfish people, because I can see that you like that frequency. Okay? Harry's not looking very selfish, he's looking fun. So let's say Harry's going to attract fun things, right? He's always happy. He's always having fun. So what's going to come to him is fun things. Okay? This isn't to say that we don't get mad and we don't get jealous and we don't get, those lower vibrations. I mean, we are human, and that's fine. But you need to move out of that vibration as quickly as possible and back up, whether that means listening to some, great music, or using prayer or meditation, or hopping in the bubble bath, or closing the door and saying, I'm not talking to anyone on social media today. It doesn't matter what you need to do to get back up into this beautiful energy here, right? Because this energy here, divine masculine, is coming through very strongly. He's saying this is alchemy. Okay? He's very clever. Divine Masculine is way cleverer than we give him credit for. Alrighty, so let's keep going with this story. I'll try not to keep getting stuck on points now. Let me just get through the story that he's trying to say. Okay. Don't judge other people. Yes, hang on. I'm tongue-tied. Yet ye be judged, right? Okay. I don't know, I'm becoming Shakespeare today. Do not judge others. Yes. I can't say it. Lest ye be judged. Okay, let's pretend we're in a Shakespeare play. Okay. Right? What you do to others comes back to you. So if you're judging others, others will judge you. So don't judge others. If they're not for you, walk away. Divine Masculine is coming to know this. If his physical body doesn't know this, his soul does. This is probably now coming from his soul because it's so profound. Right? He knows the goal. His soul knows the goal. The goal is to union. Union to self first, to becoming whole. And then we can alchemize this. Then, you know, when you come into union of self, you come into union with your twin flame. Okay? And this may go back and forth. We may have union, then separate for healing. Union, then separate for healing. Union, then separate for healing. But once you finally come together, you're going to be doing alchemy. You're going to be staying balanced. Again, we have the sacred geometry here. You can look up these shapes. You know, the triangle is actually part of sacred geometry, as is the circle. Okay? Look up sacred geometry. You might find it interesting to study that. Okay? So he knows that this can happen. He understands that this can happen when he lets go of ego. His soul knows. Once ego gets let go of, and once, you know, it removes the confusion. Letting go of ego removes the confusion, right? There's no need to contemplate all of this stuff anymore. There's no need to sit and try and ponder everything anymore. Why? Why? Because love is the only law. Love is the only answer. If you don't know what to do, love is the only law, right? Whether you're religious or not, doesn't matter. Love is the answer. We cannot bring, you know, he's trying to say now, we cannot bring about, you know, within the twin flame union or within the world, we cannot live in a loving world if we don't bring love to the world. Because the law of the universe states, what you are being, the vibration you are at, is what you are attracting. So if you are being an absolute nightmare to be around in your ego, that's what you're going to attract. So imagine, you know, billions of people being in their ego on the earth. Have we not already seen this and what it does to the earth? We need to come into this loving state. That's not to say you don't have boundaries. Love also has boundaries. Love is giving, but love is also assertive. Love will not harm another. Love will not judge another. Love will be kind to all with boundaries. Okay? So he's saying, I've been working on my material stability. This theme has been coming up for a while now. I need to work on my material stability because, you know, I still have bills to pay. I still need security. I still need material stability. Okay? But then he says, I'm not worrying about it anymore. I know that the universe has got my back. I know that, you know, this fiery energy, this really strong solar plexus energy is going to bring in the union with his divine feminine. Okay, so he's got a lot of faith right now. He's got a lot of faith. You know, we have this Seven of Cups energy again in a different card coming up again. I love the colors here. You know, this is the root chakra balance. This is the higher heart being balanced and the solar plexus being balanced. Divine masculine is not confused anymore. Right? This confusion is going. This, you know, feeling that there's going to be a financial loss, this feeling of the stability, you know, not being there, this feeling of, you know, financial hardship is starting to go, because he's realizing that really the only truth that matters, regardless of how much money he's got or regardless of the status, you know, the status quo even, is that the healing is all that matters. Healing himself, mastering himself, taming himself in this beautiful, look at the water there. You know, he's literally holy. Look at the stars. You know, this is bathing in the moonlight. This is being vulnerable and naked. You know, his soul is pure. His soul knows the truth. His soul knows that the physical body, you know, needs maintenance as well, okay? Water is important too. Many divine masculines are saying, I'm dropping cards right now. Many divine masculines are saying, you know, divine feminine, you need to drink more water. This is also a message coming from him. Okay. Let me just get the card that fell. Okay. All right, so this Five of Pentacles is in reverse, and we just had the Five of Pentacles in reverse from the other deck. So it's a, you know, it's an important message. There is no more of this feeling left out in the cold. There is no more of this burden anymore. All right, there's only a burden if you think there's a burden. You can change your mind on this at any time. Divine masculine is saying, you know, is your glass half full or half empty? Okay. Is your glass half full or half empty? If you walk out in the morning and you see, I don't know, five birds and they're making a noise, and you know, you're trying to meditate, I don't know, so the birds are chirping and trying to meditate, you can say, on one hand, you know, gee, those birds are annoying, I wish they'd shut up, I'm trying to meditate right now. Okay, that would be the distorted energy. Or you can say, wow, aren't those birds beautiful, and close your eyes and really feel the beauty of nature, the gift of that. So divine masculine saying balance is key. See the scales? The balance of self is key, because when you can balance yourself, you can give to others. Okay, and then we have the pentacles coming up again, or the pentagram, okay, that shape again. I invite you to look that up. It's very powerful. I'm not talking about it in witchcraft. I'm talking about it as a sacred symbol in sacred geometry. Okay? When you master yourself, you can give to others, right? I'm just looking for that other card so that I can show you what I mean. Okay. Oh, where's it gone? Okay, I've lost it now. Let me just have one more look, because it's important for the message. It's literally, the Magician card has disappeared. The Magician has been a magician and disappeared. Where did you go? Where did you go? We could make a song while we're waiting. Does anyone know how to sing? Singing's fun. Singing's great for the throat chakra, just while I'm looking for this card. Okay, it's not going to give me it to in that deck. That deck is not playing the game today. Is Divine Masculine's being cheeky right now? Can you feel it? He's so cheeky. He can be very... Cheeky means naughty. I don't know if, you know, in your culture or language, if you've heard of that before. The Magician has gone missing. Here we go. Right. Thank you. Divine Masculine being very cheeky. Okay. Right. So, when you stand in your own vibration strong, when you look after your mind, your body, your soul, your emotional body, and your chakras, right? This is the alchemy he's talking about. He's trying to say this over and over. You can stand in your highest vibration of joy and love and peace and gratitude and all of those good emotions of happiness, you know, listening to a song, hopping in the bubble bath, you know, mucking around with friends and family, you know, patting your cat, patting your dog, feeding your pet elephant, talking to your emoji friends, right? You can stay in your highest vibration by doing a lot of different things. Baking a cake, if you like baking, you know, for everyone it's going to be different. Some people like to draw. I can't draw. I draw stick figures. So, you know, but if I was a drawer and I was in my highest vibration, right, I might give this to my best friend and that might make me happy. Okay, so whatever it is for you to stay in your joy. This guy doesn't have a nose. Hang on. Or hair. Hang on, we just need to add hair, ears and fingers and toes. All right, this is this is how I... Hang on, there we go. I don't know if you can do better than that. Tell me down in the comments section, but this is my version of of Chicken Man. I would call him Chicken Man because I can't draw fingers and toes very well. All right, but so if I'm an artist, I might give this to my best friend, and of course, because my best friend loves me, they would be very happy to get this, wouldn't they, in the mail? Because I can't go and visit my friend at the moment because of the world situation. But, you know, in the post, I could send this, right? Let's say it's Harry. Harry lives, I don't know, in Guatemala. And I'm going to send him this picture and he's going to be so happy. Okay, so I'm going to change his vibration too. So this is how you change the world. You keep yourself high vibrational and you do, which, you know, helps to bring the action about of doing something high vibrational for other people once you get your own vibration right. And then there's no more of this. There's no more crying. There's no more, you know, this guy's always like this, trying to juggle, balance, right? So there's no being off balance anymore when you come into the high vibration. Because when you're in your high vibration, you know what? Doesn't matter what the people, places and things around you are doing, you're happy from within yourself. You know, it's not selfish to look after your own vibration. It's not selfish to ignore people on social media for a while if you need to do that. It's not selfish to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, mind, body, soul, emotional being, and your chakra system, which is your energy center, which is related to the whole thing, then how do you help anyone else anyway? How do you give back to your children if you have children? How do you give back to your partner if you have a partner? How do you give back to your twin flame if you obviously, you know, you got a twin flame if you're here? How do you give back to them if you're exhausted? If you're unbalanced, if you're in your ego, how do you, you know, be loving and kind with boundaries, right? How do you do that if you're in your ego? You can't. You can't. So whatever vibration you are vibrating at, you will attract it to you. And of course, because we live in a matter-filled world, a density, what happens is it takes some time for the people, places and things to show up. This is why the twin flame journey is a journey about, having faith. Use faith religiously or non-religiously. Faith is a word. Okay, you can look that word up. Having faith in something that you hasn't come about yet is the hardest thing to do. People who are religious and believe in God or Allah or Buddha or whoever their deity is, they have faith in the unseen. They have faith in something they've probably never seen. They have no proof it's there, and yet they still have faith. And some of them have, had faith for, 40, 50 years in something they've never seen. And this is what the twin flame journey is. Having faith, knowing that you are supported, even if you're not seeing anything show up. Keeping your vibration high so that, your twin flame is attracted to the vibration, magnetically attracted, physically, energetically attracted to it. Okay, so this message is coming from Divine Masculine, and it's a love message, and he's saying, I'm sorry if I ever contributed to the suffering of your heart. Okay, we know that twin flames will trigger each other, so you can come together with your twin and then all of a sudden be having a meltdown, and that's because your twin will, bring things up for you to heal. That's what twin flames do. That's why this journey is so difficult. Okay, I'm struggling to find the right words to say to you. Many divine masculines are having a hard time explaining how they feel. Okay? The masculine energy can have a difficult time bringing the words that they want to say to their divine feminines. When they are apart from you, my heart never knew loneliness until you walked away. I'm missing you. Okay, this can be for people in separation in their twin flame journey, but this is also, when the connection has to part, when you've both got to go and work or when you've both got to go and separate, there's a loneliness there. Divine Masculine also says, I'm afraid of rejection. Okay, so there is a little bit of fear still here in Divine Masculine. And that's because he's human. He is human. A long, tight hug would be perfect from you right now. Oh, a long, tight hug from you would be perfect right now. Same thing, I just messed the words up a little bit. Okay? Can you forgive me, please? Okay, this came up the other day. I smile whenever I get a message from you. So let's see what he wants forgiveness for very quickly. And then I've gone for 8 million, trillion, billion hours again. No, I haven't really, but I'm over-exaggerating a little bit. Okay, so we've got the 3 of Wands here with the 3 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. Okay, so bottom of the deck after that shuffle was the 8 of Wands in reverse. Okay, so if he's not messaging you right now, Divine Feminine, if he's not coming in with communication right now, it's because there's something going on in his physical life. We've got 2 3s here, so he could, there could be that third party situation that we've mentioned before, a person, place or thing getting in the way of this. Okay, for some Divine Masculines, their spiritual practice is getting in the way. For some Divine Masculines, their work is getting in the way. And for some Divine Masculines, they've needed to go away and heal. All right, so they're saying, forgive me if I'm not coming in as often. Forgive me if I'm not coming in at all. I'm working on myself. I'm working on my money. And for those of them who do spiritual practice or religious practice, they're also doing that. Okay, so they want to come in. We've still got the Eight of Wands here. We can still see this heart space opening. The heart is open, the heart space, the heart chakra is working well. Okay, they are wanting to move towards you, but they've just got some 3D stuff, you know, physical reality stuff that they're doing. And it's great that they're working on themselves, because when they work on themselves, it also helps Divine Feminine and vice versa. So I'm going to leave it there for today. I think these messages are beautiful. Maybe I'll just, hang on, I'll get to 3. Hang on, Spirit's saying 3 messages from Divine Feminine to Masculine, if Masculine's listening today. Just in case you're wondering what Divine Feminine of this collective are thinking. We are in each other's life for a reason. Thank you for showing up. She also says to Divine Masculine, I need you because I love you. Okay, I need you because I love you. That's really beautiful. There's just something about you I'm scared to lose, because I know I won't find it in anyone else. Okay, and then the bottom of the deck, she also says, I am struggling to find the right words to say to you. And the reason why she's struggling is because she says, sometimes I look at you and wonder how I got to be so damn lucky. She simply can't believe how beautiful the Divine Masculine is. Okay. This is a message for 1 or 2 of you listening today. Okay. Divine Feminine is saying, I acted like it wasn't a big deal when it really was breaking my heart. Okay. So something in her life, which is non-related to the twin flame relationship, you know, caused her some sorrow here. If she acted out of line, Divine Masculine, she says, please understand that I was in pain. I never meant to ruin things. I never meant to ruin us. This is just for a small few of you. Okay, but the overall message from Divine Feminine to Masculine is that you are my heaven on earth. And I'm feeling that coming from Masculine to Feminine as well. You are my heaven on earth. That's a joint union energy there. Okay. Last, Divine Masculine's very talkative today. He says, I keep myself busy with the things I do, but every time I pause, I still think of you. Very important message. Okay, so I'm sending you love, light, and peace today. Stay in your highest vibration of joy, and if you are an artist like me, look what you can accomplish. How fantastic will you feel once you do this and send it to your best friend? Oh dear, oh dear. If you thought you were having a bad day, you can look at this picture and know that your life is fantastic right now. Okay, I love you all so much. If you need me, my details are in the description box below. My email's there. I do tarot readings for soulmates, twin flames, and general spreads as well. If you don't know, you know, where your life should be heading or how to ascend, or you know, anything, you can ask me anything, and I'll use the cards and I'll delve into your life and see what we'll do. That's a really bad accent. Anyway, I'm sending you love from Australia. Remember to stay in your highest vibration. Divine Masculine loves you, Divine Feminine, very much. Divine Feminine, we already know that you love Divine Masculine. We don't even need to say that. Okay, citrine for abundance here. Harry says, have a fun day. Go and watch a comedy movie or something funny on YouTube perhaps, and stay in this fun state. Okay, fun. Life's meant to be fun. Okay. All right. Bye everyone. Have a great day or night or morning or afternoon, wherever you are. Bye.